Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our midnight live broadcast where we talk about the state of our nation. Today is already Sunday, 28th day of July 2024. There is a news around the country that the Anambra South Senator Ifeanyi Ubah has passed on. May he so rest in peace. So there have been mixed reaction following his passing away. A lot of people said that the man is not a good man. Though I have not seen anyone who is talking good about him on the internet. And this is something that is disturbing. So ahead of this nationwide protest, bad governance protest, things are happening in our nation from the north to the south, east to west. Despite so many politicians have run away, so many of them has been hospitalized. And also so many of them are, are passing away. The other day, the leader of, that is the president of our Igbo died. And today now we are receiving the news of Ifeanyi Ubah passing away. But for those people who are not from the southeastern part of the country, let me give you a glimpse about Ifeanyi Ubah, whom the man is, while we come back to talk.
Nigerian politician Senator Ifeanyi Ubah has passed away at the age of 52. The federal lawmaker representing Anambra South Senatorial District reportedly traveled to London on Thursday, the 25th of July 2024 and died 2 days later. The cause of his death is still unclear and there are conflicting reports. According to Sahara reporters who first broke the news, they learned that Ubah died in a hotel in London. His sudden passing was confirmed in a group chat of senators who had started pouring in tributes. According to the People's Gazette Nigeria, Senator Ubah flew to the United Kingdom after being seriously ill for a few weeks. The lawmaker's condition became critical within 48 hours. He slumped after suffering what family sources describe as a cardiac arrest. Sadly, he passed away on Saturday morning in a London hospital. However, according to PM News, their source told them that Ubah, who was gearing up to contest for the next governorship election in Anambra State, died of cardiac arrest in London. In 2019, Mr. Ubah was elected as a senator representing the Young Progressive Party (YPP). He was re-elected on the YPP platform in 2023. However, in early 2024, he defected to the All Progressives Congress (APC).
Na ngalaba ndị na-azụ afịa, na ngalaba ndị ụka, ndị ọrụ oyibo, ụmụ okorobịa, ụmụ agbọghọbịa, ndị pati anyị, ụzọ ebe niile aka anyị ga-eje.
Mr. Ubah served as the CEO of Capital Oils, a downstream oil marketer, and was also a member of the Nigerian Senate until his passing. A few days before his death, Ifeanyi Ubah's campaign council donated a total of 71 million naira to APC in Anambra State. This move is believed to be aimed at strengthening APC in Anambra State. The donation includes a 50 million from Senator Ubah himself and is part of his pledge to support the party and enhance its effectiveness in the state. Late Senator Ifeanyi Ubah is married to Uchenna Ubah, an executive director at Capital Oil and Gas Industries Limited. The couple are blessed with 5 young children.
If money could buy death, I don't think Ifeanyi Ubah is supposed to die. If money can buy death, so many people, especially the politicians who don't love to die, they will not die. They will buy death. They will bribe death. But you know what? Nobody can bribe death. And that is why the nature and God is above everyone. So, before we go into analyzing the preparation of the forthcoming protest, which we are preparing to be peaceful as possible, but to achieve our aim, let's look at what people are saying. A lot of people have been reacting to this man, of this man. Some people, I don't know why, especially people from the southeast and people from where he came from. I don't see anyone talking good about this man. And it's a lesson to so many political leaders. This life, one day, everyone will live, including myself. So it's time for us to think twice. Why would you embezzle money that belongs to people? Why will you try to suppress people? Why will you try to intimidate people? Why will you try to capture a state, intimidate people, flex muscle with power that is given to you, or even power that you stole? Do all sort of things, threaten people. You think that the masses they are just nothing, that the masses are nonsense. But if only they could realize that one day they will not be remembered anymore. One day they will just die. I think they could have, these people supposed to be rethinking, because the direction they are going now is not going to lead to a good end. How could it be that someone died and everybody's rejoicing? I don't have a personal relationship with this man. I don't know him like I know someone, we have a personal relationship. No, I don't know him. But you see, sometimes you understand from the voice of people. A lot of people were saying, oh, they used his private plane to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu and brought him back. Some people were saying he was doing this, but those ones are not my concern. But how can everyone be against you? When I mean everyone, I mean everyone. Nobody is even speaking good about you. Now, let's see this one from Mr. Cosmos, a Nigerian billionaire, what he said about this man. Take a listen.
We cannot find this cargo. We don't know what Capital Oil has done with it. As I speak to you today, the account for this transaction is in debit of over 21 billion naira and accumulating interest of close to 380 million naira every month. If you leave it in 1 year, you are going to accumulate 3.8 billion. In another 2 years, you are getting to about 28 billion. If I just say, I will pay. If I can't pay you, I'll take my life, I will pay. You know, and every month he put 100 million, sometimes put 80 million. So the last 6 months, 5 weeks, he put only 40 million naira in the bank. And he was spending money like somebody who is going to commit suicide, buying houses, $30 million, buying vessels, living like a king, flying 2 private jets. So I said, wait a minute. Somebody told me he went to Anambra State some few weeks ago and we are spraying dollar on top of some women. Not in the same business. Usually from my state, we have many entrepreneurs, and because of the culture we have, you know, too many of us are bound that we don't get to meet each other. And more importantly, myself, I'm very reserved individual based on my humble beginning. You don't see me in a club. I don't get to get in so many places. I focus on my business and in my religion, and then, you know, just live a humble life and focus on the things that makes me happy and, you know, make life progressing. Then the second time I got to meet Ifeanyi was 4 years ago when I turned 50, you know, during my 50th birthday. He came along with some other people, you know, greeted me, and we never get to meet until some other time that he called me on the phone, you know, explaining to me he has some difficulties and he will require my assistance.
All right. Now, at what point did this birthday meeting become a business discussion, and at what time did you seal it into a business?
Precisely last year, May, I was in my office, I got a call, and behold, it was Ifeanyi Ubah of Capital Oil that was on the phone. He spoke to me, you know, distressfully that he had a problem and that the banks are trying to close up on him and he will require my assistance. And I asked him what kind of problem was it. You know, he told me that, you know, he was owing Union Bank and that the banks are trying to close up on him, and if I could please, you know, come to his aid. Basically, I told him what really happened, you know, what really happened. The issue was, he tried to explain. I said, look, let's get this matter straight. Some of you young guys are so much in a hurry to make money, failing to understand that enduring success is not a product of chance. You know, it's characterized by a clear vision, working hard, and works out over a period of time. It's not an event, but a process. I will simply advise you, why not get rid of some of your assets and pay down on your loan and start all over again. That what is important is what happened in you, not what happened around you. I share some experiences to him, how I started, and at the time things went bad. I I have confidence in myself. That's what is important.
But you still helped him.
I want to get to where I helped him because I tried to say the story. So I gave him this kind of advice. He wanted me to come eventually. I went to his place and saw his tank farm and felt, wow, this is a young man from my state that have been able to achieve things like this. So he told me, he told stories. The bottom line is that that people gang up against him and made negative story. They want to take over his business. He needed my assistant. So I took him to the bank to see if they could assist him. You know, the bank where I was a shareholder and, you know, I have business with. I went to the bank. In fact, I moved around the banks, not just one bank. I started from Fidelity Bank. I called the manager. Don't talk about Ifeanyi again. I called a method of Zenith Bank. I went through all the bank. Nobody was willing to help him. So much uncomplimentary news about him. I went to Access Bank. The same story repeated. So I called him and said, hey, wait a minute. There's so much things people are saying about you. What would really get you to this place? He explained he was building structure. You know, he was trying to build his tank farm, you know, before the banking deregulation, and that created him problem. But now he's a changed man. He wants to focus in his trade. I said, fine, you look me straight in the eye and tell me that if I assist you, you are not going to betray me. He said, if you assist me, I said, tell me that if I assist you, you are not going to get into any additional capital project. Because the problem with the boys from my state is that quite a number of them mismatch their funds. Take a short-time fund and put in a long-time project. You know, at the end of the day, the interest rate get you stagnated because you couldn't finish that business in time to be able to get the money. I told him the second thing is that it's not, in my view, his business is not properly structured. And it's hard for a bank to give people like him money in the sense that, you know, it's like the A to Z of the business. I said, if you are not here, who else can anybody talk to? You know, try to make all of this. Eventually, I took him to the bank and they were not willing to do anything. So I come back, I said, I asked the bank, I said, we must lend this guy money. He wanted to trade, you know, let's assist him. Okay. They were of opinion that this is not what they want to do. Go ahead.
Now, you were severally warned by people not to help him.
That's right.
What made you have a change of heart?
Okay. Listen, where I come from, I'm from Nnewi, okay? We had a kind of a social welfare system where we are our brother's keeper. You know, in fact, if you come to our place, we understand what supplier credit is all about. That is to say, when I import goods, we always give goods to some other person to sell and return money. When some of my, you will even ask, how did Costaris build the capital that with which he does the business today the way it is? It's by the same means. I'm not in a hurry to invest in property, in building. Somebody like me had a clear vision that I needed capital, which is the machine that makes your business move. So I give a lot of credit to a lot of people. You sell the goods, you return the money. So Ifeanyi, when I confronted Ifeanyi about his situation, he told some pathetic story. One of them is that he played a tribal sentiment to me. He said he came to Lagos. I know how our people struggle. He had this jetty in Apapa where 3 vessels can bat. And that, look at all these people in this business, Femi Otodola, this other person, all integrated, that all of them have only one jetty. And all the people in this area were crazy. How can an Igbo man come here and have 3 jetty that reach apart? That's why they want to stagnate him to death. I called the bank again. I said, what risk do we have that we open letter of credit, this guy get a consignment, we get an agent to be able to put this in a dedicated tank so that we can sell these goods and take the money back to pay. He takes his profit. The banks laugh and say, this guy, don't let anybody see you on a picture with him. On my honor. So much things were said that was on it. I said, no, this cannot be true. A human being cannot be this bad. It's not possible. So, you know, I felt truly that the way people say things about him touched my heart, and I felt this cannot be true.
All right. Let me hold you there, Dr. Maduka. Now, this is a man who has been accused of 22.4 billion naira in full subsidy scam. and obviously is up to debt in $1 billion to banks and, you know, so many businesses, and you were warned, you know, and like they say, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Yeah. However, I see that you're a very sentimental and very loving person, and I'm sure you took him on because you trusted he would pay back. Sure. Now, at what point did he begin to default?
Okay, let me explain this transaction. You know, because I actually am a risk manager. Okay. So actually, to be an entrepreneur, you know, I have to manage risk. Yeah. You can't do business with avoiding risk. Okay. It's about taking a calculated risk. Sponsoring Okocha was a risk for me to put 1,000 BMW into the hand of the Nigerian government without any payment. Everybody warned me against it. Bank warned me against it. I can see through risk. What is important is that, can you mitigate the risk? Can you manage the risk? If you avoid risk, you cannot be in business. Risk is part of the aspect of doing business. So what happened was that I think I could see through this risk. There are things you can predict is possible. There are things that it's never happened. This is my 38 years in business, not 37, 38 years. It's unprecedented. I've never had a story that you open a letter of credit for somebody to import consignment.
That is Dr. Madoka part of the story. You know, we are digging deep into the reason why so many people are writing congratulations, writing glory be to God under the comments of every post that have, you know, carried the news that Ifeanyi Ubah is dead. A lot of people are writing congratulations, and a lot of people are writing so many kind of things. So we are trying to understand the nature of things from the beginning to the end. So that is, by the way, I think when we open our line for calls, we are going to get people's opinion about it. What you think about it, we would like to hear from you. So before we do that, I want to take you people back to the story of this forthcoming nationwide protest. How far the preparation have gone. As you can see, it's just a countdown, and people are waiting for the date. And the organizers, the mobilizers, everyone, we are resoluting to a peaceful protest. But our strength will determine, our strength will come from, you know, how long can we protest? It could be 1 month. It could be that 10 days. As far as we achieve the purpose why we started the protest, I think people will give in and stop the protest. But until we achieve it, I think people will be on the street. We are going to be on the street. But one thing is sure, it will be a peaceful protest unless otherwise happen. But what we want is a peaceful protest, and what we are preparing is a peaceful protest. Now, Pat Otomi, Professor Pat Otomi, you all know it, one of the P2Bs and in the 2023 presidential election. He has come out to warn the federal government, the military, and the police. He told them that if you shoot anybody, somebody else will shoot you. I don't know what that language means. I don't know where the word or the sentence is coming from. I want you to watch him.
You know, my stand is, first of all, that is a failure of our system, that we are all animated by protest. The routine and normal part of a democratic process, and under military rule, I'm saying me, standing here or sitting here, that military rule was routine for us. As students, anytime, any policy we didn't like, we were on the streets. For us to now get all wound up that some unknown people are planning a protest shows that something has gone fundamentally wrong with the nature of the connection between state and society. Nothing to shoot the children of other people. Then somebody should shoot them if they think it's okay to shoot the children of other people.
Day before yesterday, the president of Israel, Netanyahu, was addressing Congress in Washington.
That is the word I want you to pick from that sentence. If they think shooting other people's children will be good, another person will shoot them. Well, I'm still trying to decode what that means. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Midnight Live broadcast. At this moment, we are going to open our line for calls and so on and so forth. So please, I really want you to start calling in. Let's hear public opinion. I am going to stay just an hour and some minutes in this broadcast. We are not going to take time. So, Parenting, one good morning. Thanks for joining. Onduwa, bro, good morning. Thanks for joining. Michael Ogbago, good morning. Thanks for joining. Sheza Dog, good morning. Thanks for joining. Let me read out your comments. It says, does APC listen to the voice of reason? Peaceful protest? Tinubu and his cohorts like Wike and Shetima do not give a damn or listen to the language of peace. Nigeria can only be restructured via what? I understand what you said actually. All right. Siggy Williams, good morning. Thanks for joining. Say they embezzle all the money, vanity upon vanity. Michael Ogbago, Uche Joshua, good morning. Thanks for joining in. Thanks everyone for joining. Please, let's have some calls. Let's have public opinions regarding what is going on. So, as I was saying before, you see, it's not only to the politicians. This is also to everyone else listening to this broadcast. It is very important for you to live a good life. I know that some people don't even give a damn. They don't even worry. They don't even mind what happened in their life as far as what they are doing. They will just be living their life as if there is no tomorrow, as if there is nothing safe that will happen to them. But you see, life teaches us a lesson, and it will continue to teach us until we learn. And how I wish Nigerian politicians and other African politicians will learn from the lesson of life, that nothing lasts forever. No matter whom you are, no matter how you oppress people, no matter how you embezzle money, suffer people, you have billions upon billions in different account numbers, you do everything you like. At the end, what will happen is that 6 feet we all are going to go. So why would you intimidate people? Sometimes if you reason this life, you come to realize that this life is nothing, absolutely nothing. It doesn't worth it. Even the stress we go through sometimes, this life doesn't worth it. This life doesn't worth snatching of electoral buzz. It doesn't worth trying to, be against one tribe, segregate against one tribe. This life doesn't worth it. A life that you can sleep today and you wake up, you're already in your 6 feet. I think people should continue to think. But one thing is that most of the politicians, they value their money like God. They think that their money can do everything for them until the day that money cannot save them. That is the day they will realize, oh no, there is something greater than money. All of them, they believe that with money, they will be free. With money, they can do this and that. But unfortunately, money cannot save them. So let's have a call. Good morning, sir.
My brother, Okocha, how you doing, my brother?
I'm fine, sir. That is Mr. Bosco from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know your voice and always recognize you. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Yes.
What is going on in Nigeria? What is going on in Igbo land, sir?
My brother, honestly, I don't know if you do listen to Radio Biafra. I don't know if you do tune into Radio Biafra. Just like 3 days ago, when I called in on Radio Biafra, I called in because it was because of the death of Ifeanyi that died, and some of the the demolition that is going on in Lagos.
Okay.
Why Igbos are still hell bent on buying properties in Lagos, and we have announced it several times. You all should leave Lagos and come back to this and then invest. So then when I called in Radio Biafra, there was a person I asked the host, who is Dr. Lozia, came. Please, sir, with all due respect, I have one question for you. I want you to answer that question for me. He said, what is the question? I said, please. I asked him, is the Igbos cursed? Are we really cursed in Nigeria? Like, are we cursed? Like, is there anything that we did that Chukwu Biama is kind of suffering us, that is making us not to, like, we are like hell bent on listening, on knowing paying attention to our environment, like what's going on. Why is it that Nigeria, like Igbo, so I'm talking about specifically Igbo, what is it that they're looking for in Lagos? What is it that they're looking for in Lagos? I don't want them to make them not to come back to the East. And then again, another question I put out to him, I'm like, Ifeanyi, upon all these things that happen, all the whole wealth he has acquired, I know he went to go and meet Nnamdi Kanu. He met him like a few weeks ago, before this thing that happened. This man Ifeanyi in question, Nnamdi Kanu have said it repeatedly. We are not wanted in Nigeria. Let us find a way to get out of that country. But everybody's head bent on one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. So I started asking myself, even the one Nigeria, we are the Igbos that are championing the one Nigeria, but they still don't want us. Why are we hell bent on, being part of this country that they don't want us? Why can't we go and live, just live peacefully on our own? Now look at Ekpa, when the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu happened. So there was, there have been so many speculations going on. Nobody knows. The only person that can tell us the whole entire truth that what happened is Nnamdi Kanu when he comes out. Because there is a speculation at that time in point that the private jet that was used to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya was Senator Obah's friend that had the jet that brought Nnamdi Kanu back.
Okay.
Nobody knows if it's true or not. Like Nnamdi Kanu didn't want to say it. So the truth of the matter is, there are so many things. There was a time Nnamdi Kanu even made a broadcast about him, which is Obama saying that he knows Nnamdi Kanu. He talks to him one-on-one and everything that anything that he was using ipob and Nnamdi Kanu name in collecting money from the government, collecting money from the government, which is a lie. And Nnamdi Kanu said he has never met that man in his entire life. He doesn't know what he knows him on TV. He has never met him one-on-one. Now why is he using his name to lie, to extort money from the government? Lying. That is beside the point. A dead man is dead. I'm not going to try to mock him. But what I'm trying to say is this. These people, I heard that, he died in London.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. They call him oil, whatever. I don't know, oil money, or I don't know his title name. If these people, after, all this money they make in Nigeria, they were able to build a hospital in Nigeria. We have some learned Nigerians that go to school that are very learned. Instead of flying them 6-7 hours all the way to London, they can establish a good hospital in Nigeria. And once they can just go and get treated. These are our politicians. They are helping this London. I don't know what they're looking for in that London.
I don't know.
If somebody wants to be a president of Nigeria, go to 10 Downing Street, go to London. And let me be honest with you. They pretend they don't like us. We, the Igbos, I'm talking about specifically the Igbos. You might be sick, a little bit of sick, and you go to London, but they're like, this man is a very rich man. He's an Igbo man from a rich tribe from Igbo. He might be a little sick, and the doctor, they might buy him there. You just never know. They might buy him there because any moment the preacher don't like us. Even there's a moment that just came out from the leadership of IPOB there. They just gave them a warning, said IPOB is telling all the whole Nigerian politicians, not everything you go to London. Be very, very careful going to London now, because these people, there's so much hate on the Igbos. You might go there saying you are sick. From there, there might be a little something they'll buy you there, and they'll bring you there. There's nothing that will do. You see, for a mother or whatever, he's there in London. That thing he did, if another person did it, maybe like a Fulani person, he's going to, they will release him. Yes, what he did was wrong, but they held him because it's an Igbo man. So what I'm trying to say, that thing they're looking for in London, they will sit there. This is the people who is suppressing us, Nigeria, the Igbos. And yet, if you guys are sick, you're rush that London. Let me be honest with you. All those people that are against this division of Nigeria peacefully, Nnamdi Kanu did not call for war. He said a referendum. And that referendum, he said, if we conduct a referendum and the majority is Nigeria, that he will hands up, he will never do anything that has to do with Biafra no more. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
Why can't this people put this on a trial? The country is not working. It has not worked for over 100 years. Why are we still pushing this in Nigeria? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us pushing this one useless country called Nigeria? There is no Nigeria. There is no country called Nigeria. There is no. We're just like different people, all merged together and call us. Okay, we have tried the experiment. 100 years come and gone. It didn't work. Is it that it's going to work? Why can't some of us come and look ourselves in the mirror and know, you know what? I think it's true. This country is not working. Let's just come and do a referendum. It's that simple. Let's just do it. And then if the majority say they want to be in Nigeria, so be it. Then we'll stay like that. So the truth of the matter is, this revolution, once the project that is coming up, whether it's a project or it's a revolution, like I said, yes, we the Igbos don't want to be part of it, but that doesn't mean we're not going to support them. Like I said, what I've already called them lazy youth, but they have to prove to themselves they're not lazy youth. So they have to go out there, do what they have to do. If any of them buy or whatsoever, whether they buy it, the police buy them or whatever, the only thing I know that the only thing that is going to save all of us is this. At the end of the day, whether it's a revolution or not, we want to split that country easily. But because I know the Nigerian police are zombies. They will go there, they must kill somebody. It's quite clear. You know, these people don't listen. So what I'm just saying in effect is this. The protest is still going to go on in just a couple of days from now. I just, pray for safety of everybody. But at the end of the day, we have to do what we have to do to bring the government to a standstill. So that they will know, that you guys we are out for what we really want. But my prayers every day, and I'll keep praying that prayers. Please, God, make the politicians, Nigerian politicians, let them keep making mistakes. Let them keep making mistakes. So that the more mistakes they make, the more closer to disintegrate Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
My brother, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's have another caller.
Somebody told me about it. When I was in the little boy, he said to me, "Rise up something." He says to me, "Education is a key."
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
Please tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Yes, my name is Prøtest Ekpa, and I'm calling from Germany.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So we can hear you. Talk to us.
Yes, I'll be watching your program. The only thing that I'm going to advise my country people over there is that they should know that our leaders, they have one ideology. And that ideology is that I'm the owner of everything, is the ideology they have. Because I remember when our father then used to send them to different countries, immediately they finished their secondary school, most of them, they traveled through scholarship. They attended our public schools. I can still remember how our father used to send money to them in UK and other European countries. But at last, they all came back with that same greed of, I am the first son, because many of them were first sons of each family.
Okay.
Our father then, they concentrate on every first son. But at last, look at the setback they bring to us. The only advice I'm going to advise them is that it's going to be like that dream of a Pharaoh, where the tiny cows were eating up the fat ones.
What does that mean, sir?
That means they have to be careful because they have pushed the poor people to the wall.
Okay.
And it's time for them to fight back.
Okay. Who is the tiny cow?
The masses, the people that are hungry.
Okay.
They are the tiny cows.
Who is the fat cow?
The political, of course, the political class. That is what I dreamt.
Okay.
And they think they can run away from Nigeria. In that dream also, I dreamed that many of them were being attacked here in Europe, except they will just lock themselves indoor because we are here. If we see them one-on-one, they are in trouble.
What of if you summon them, not attacking them? Maybe you summon them, you order them to come, sit down.
Those people, they don't need someone. Those people, they don't need someone. We have to teach them a very big lesson. Look at the case of Sri Lanka.
Okay.
When such thing happened, you see the masses, they all went to their federal capital. To the extent that the president ran away with an helicopter because the military, they cannot even raise their gun to place of say maybe they want to shoot because too many crowds, because people were angry. People were angry. Look at Badagesh. I don't think our leader, they've not learned any lesson from that insects. If Nigeria truly come out in mass, the military will see where stand to place of say they want to shoot. And the problem that we have in that country is one, the judiciary and the military. All the hopes of Nigeria is being crumbled by these two groups. Like here in Europe, the judiciary have their own power. The military and the police have their own power. So the politicians, they don't have any power to control the judiciary and the military. And that is why you see that things are moving up fine. Like I just called a friend of mine. He said he's leaving Europe for Nigeria. He never paid any fine. But immediately he got to Nigeria airport. They were asking him as if they were the one that sent him to Europe.
That is what they normally do, especially in Lagos airport. It's not like that in Abuja.
All those criminality must be dismantled. Now you send me abroad. They come. You know whether that person they come from funeral. You know whether they come for any that thing. You know whether the person home money come. Nigeria have noticed. I left that country when I was 37 years. Now I'm 52.
Oh.
And if I can enter another man's country without paying money and I will come out without paying money, then coming back to my country, you keep basket for road. They wait for when they put money for there. It's that one. It's in short, all the areas of Nigeria, the judiciary are not at all. They failed woefully. And this generation of our leaders, they are going to learn in the hard way. They have pushed Nigeria to the war. And it is time for us, the poor masses, to fight back. Now the gap is just either you are poor or you are rich. There is no more average class anymore. I remember when we were growing up, the reason why Nnamdi Kanu and Sowore is very angry is that you see that we that were born in between the late 69 and early 70s, we saw the good, the bad, and the ugly of Nigeria. Okay. I remember then in my state, Edo State, the governor then of Bende State then, Marcel, they gave us free education.
Yeah.
Up to pencil, pen and ruler is the property of Edo State government. At the end of the year, they will cook for all the pupils of all primary school. So how is it now that Nigeria is like that? I remember when Indian doctors, when my mother takes us to specialists, we see Indian doctors, you see American teachers, because our money were more higher than even the dollar, apart from the British pounds. And one thing I have to tell they have to put it in law that anybody who did not study in Nigeria before going to abroad, if they are back, they should not give them any position. Because that is what our leaders, that is the problem we have now. They all went to abroad when they were little with scholarship and so many other things. They did not experience or know what the Nigerian people, the culture of Nigeria, the way we live, what we are passing through, they don't know. Just like the way they send their children abroad now. They don't know the pains of Nigeria. They don't even know what is happening there. Such person, you will not bring it to our government. It will rule the country down. Let them put it in law that anybody that does not attend university in that country and only stay in that country for some time cannot rule that country. You cannot just go to outside country and live all your life, then you will say you are coming back to come and rule without knowing the pace and the culture and the way of our people.
That is right. So just summarize what you want to say. Your time is getting up.
Yes. What I want to say is that our leader, They can run, but they can't hide. Only the crime is 86, and we need a cure for it. We need a cure for it. That is just all I want to say.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right, I really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Hello, is this the guy on TV?
Yes, good morning, ma. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, there is a guy that is talking to you on the phone now. I would like to be heard.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, but you know, you guys in Nigeria, just go ahead and do that protest.
All right.
Okay?
Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Siggy Williams. You read my comments. I'm watching you live from California.
Okay.
You read my comment.
All right.
And you put my comment on the thing, but I just want to be heard. You guys in Nigeria, go ahead and do the protest because it's just too much. Nigeria is the worst country in the world. Okay? How can you be buying a loaf of bread for 1,500 naira? They don't care about the masses. They don't care about the citizens. You know? So, Boland and Tinubu needs to get off of that government and they need to put someone there. There must be a revolution in Nigeria. It doesn't have to be war. It does not have to be violent.
Yeah.
It can be a peaceful march and it can be a peaceful revolution.
Yeah.
You know? So, what that senator, whatever his name is, I don't know about the name of the senators in Nigeria, may he rest in peace, but a lot of them forget that one day they are going to take their last breath, and that dollar they are running after, they are going to put it in their hand, and they are not going to be able to even touch the dollar or spend the dollar. All this money they are investing left and right, and making the masses suffer in Nigeria. Please go ahead with the protest.
Thank you so much.
Make it peaceful. Don't, no shooting, no nothing, but Nigerian government, they will get what is coming to them. God Almighty is still sitting on his throne.
That is the message.
That's all I have to say.
We are peaceful and resolute. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good night. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's have another caller. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning, Okocha.
Thanks for joining us. I tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Right. Okay. I'm Daniel, calling from London.
Thanks for joining us, sir. This Mr. Daniel, talk to us.
Yeah. Well, I'm just coming in now, so I think from the caption says countdown to protest and Ifeanyi Ubah, is it?
Yeah, sir. We have discussed so far. First of all, is about the senator that died. You know what baffles me is that so many Nigerian politicians, they always go to foreign countries for their medical treatment. And what I'm saying is that why can't they fix their healthcare in Nigeria so that they can, because I don't see, the politicians from the United Kingdom or America coming to Nigeria for medical treatment. So are we caused?
It's not going to happen.
So these are the issues we are looking into. Why are they dying in America? Ikwe is still in prison in America because of trafficking that is related to...
He's here in London.
In London, yeah. You understand, due to trafficking that is related to the daughter's health issue. So that is the problem. Now, we are also saying that the protest, what Patrick Otomi said, Professor Patrick Otomi, he's saying that if the security agencies shoot the protesters, that someone will shoot them. So we are trying to decode the message he passed. So that is what we have decoded so far. So what is your opinion towards what is happening?
Well, I'm going to start from Party Tomi. It's a He's a brave man. He's a warrior.
Okay.
He's been in this struggle for years.
Okay.
I can tell you that he's been in this struggle for years.
Okay.
When he, I think what I could deduce from what he said when he said if the security personnel shoot the protester, that they will be shot as well. I think basically what he's trying to say is that defend yourself. Because if the protest is going to be infiltrated, it will be masterminded and guided by this same police and the military.
Okay.
Yeah, because they are the agents of this. They are the puppets to these politicians.
Yes.
So far now, to tell you that this illegitimate president hasn't got anything upstairs to offer the gullible Nigerians. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just this simple calculation. The money that he has distributed so far now to the clerics, to the stakeholders, to youth leaders, to all these people so far, the money that he has distributed so far now is rolling into billion of naira so far now. That's to tell you this guy is clueless. If you're smart, that money could be pumped, or it could be pushed or channeled into agriculture. Somewhere like Niger, somewhere like Benue, somewhere like some part of Southwest. But because they're not ready, it's pancake approach. That's what they've been doing. Because they are there to embezzle. They know the oil is there. So as long as the oil is still gushing out, they are there. Thank God now you can see how God is exposing them.
Yeah.
You can imagine. We didn't know that Malta. No wonder. I told my friend that we normally talk about Nigerian politics that, listen, you can't tell me that it's ordinary for over 20 years for 4 refineries, not a single one working for 20 years. Come on, no.
Someone is making sure it will not work.
Of course. At least now it's in the open.
Yeah.
Now we know. Let's see how this is gonna. Listen. It's gonna be Clash of the Titan.
Yeah.
I can tell you, because there's no way Dangote is gonna put the whole of his savings, $120 million, towards a refinery.
$20 billion.
Then you think, yeah. Okay. Then you think you're going to frustrate him. You're having a laugh.
And he is having the back of the majority, and the masses are watching on the ground.
Yeah, you're having a laugh. And again, let me tell you this. Remember, Dangote is an elder statement in the north.
Yeah.
So now, basically what you just done is just that you just added more fuel or more petrol to what is on ground already. Because the northerners, they're against you as a president, because we know, everyone knows that an average northern politician wants to remain in power. So, and you're doing everything wrong to prove them right that yes, I don't have a clue of why I hijacked the mandate anyway. So now they're behind Dangote, they are behind the protests. So let's see. You lots can run as long as you want, but you can't hide. But
this is so unfortunate. Nobody see. You know that Tinubu uses one of his cousins to buy the Ajip Nigeria, Ajip oil. Yeah. They sold their share in Nigeria. Tinubu bought it through his cousin that has Oando oil, and that Oando oil is also Tinubu's oil. Now they have been.
Oando oil is fronted by Adenoga, the owner of Global Corp.
Okay. Now they have been on that too.
I have a family. I have an in-law who is a management accountant.
All right.
So, yeah.
They have been on that tune of this oil cartel in Nigeria right from time. And they have been sabotaging our refinery, and people are making it look like it is difficult to make our refineries to be working. We have the Sowore, the Port Harcourt, the Kaduna refineries. We have other small modular refineries, and now Dangote is setting up one, and you can't tell us that all of them can't work. They are saying that they have known that since Dangote refinery, and Dangote made a statement. The following day, they summoned him for a meeting. The statement Dangote made was, I am going to mention names of the politicians who owns refineries in Malta that are supplying Nigeria foreign fuels. The following day, they summoned him for meeting, but already,
to them.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. The same subsidy,
yeah.
Still go back. No.
You understand? The same subsidy still go back to their purse.
It goes back to them.
So,
and we're still buying our own petrol, our own petrol that came from our land. We're still buying it at higher rates, and we're still paying subsidy that goes back to listen. This is just pure callousness. This is pure wickedness.
It is time.
This is pure.
No going back. All this thing must be reset.
You know what they're trying to. This is. When you're greedy. When you're greedy, this is what happened. You know what happened? Why they allowed Dangote to build that refinery there in the southwest in Lagos? I can tell you, your guess is as good as mine. You can put 1 and 1 together. They say if 1 and 1 refuses to be 2, 1 and 1 will be 11. They have a plan because they think, okay, it's a privately owned refinery, so they can hijack it from him, or they can frustrate him. That's why they allowed him. Because ordinarily they will not allow such this to come out to be cited in Yoruba land. I can tell you that. But because they have an ulterior motive, but now it has backfired.
It has backfired. They even said they dashed him the land. It was a free land they gave him. But Dangote revealed that he paid $100 million, not naira. So this is very dangerous, and we are not going to keep quiet about it. All right, sir.
Listen. At the end of the day, people, Tinubu calling all these stakeholders. He knows what he's doing. Okocha. He knows that. Listen, this is in the open already. This is an open secret. It's in the open already. So now the same thing, the same dubious approach that he applied during the election is the same thing. Because listen, you are who you are. You can pretend as much as you want. It's just a question of time. The approach that he applied during the general election is the same thing that is still applying now. That is still. Listen, if you're a criminal, when they called him a career criminal, so we say, you can't label him like that. Listen, he's a career criminal. Because now, what stops you from just being come out? Apologize to Nigeria. At least you've hijacked the position. Just because you want to, because you think you are Jagaban, so you want to hijack. Now you've been given. Why not come out to Nigeria to say, okay, I'm sorry. But because you think you have the money now, instead of you to apologize to the masses, you're calling all the stake the youth because you know you can buy anyone. Listen, and I don't blame him, to be honest. If Tinubu could buy the judiciary, so what are we talking about? If Tinubu could buy INEC, so what are we talking about? It's money. It's money. This guy. Listen, he doesn't spend your naira. Just to let you know, this is why he could give out millions out easily in naira.
Of course.
Because already, do you know how much it makes? I watched Aisha Yusuf in the office today when there's a statistic that she brought on her program. I saw the figures that what Tinubu has been making on petroleum since 2014. Wow. Honestly, Okocha, there's no way you're going to forgive this man. You need to go and watch that video. I saw those figures up to 2023 when they conducted the election. No wonder you can see the figure tripled in dollars, not in naira. Those figures, billion in dollars. It's making from our oil.
It's really so pathetic, sir. Just summarize
the same thing happened to Ajakuta Steel.
Yeah.
That is why you see they keep pumping money there. And the same foreign refinery that is not working, they have their informants there that are, ghost workers that are there. And they are still on salary till tomorrow. Okocha. Foreign refinery that has not worked, does not produce a drop of petrol or diesel for 20 years. Staffs are there that have been paid.
This protest is going to reset everything. Believe me.
So, and again, with concerning Ifeanyi Ubah, well, they said the evil that men do live with them. I'm sorry, I'm not. Maybe I don't know. Any of his fans might be listening, but so far, what I've heard about him, they said the voice of man is voice of God. Is it? That's how they say it. What I've heard about him so far, he died yesterday actually.
Yeah.
What I've heard about him, I would say 80% is on the negative side.
I'm telling you.
What I've heard about him so far. So there's no way random people can just hate on somebody that they don't know. So what I've heard about him, it's not good.
It's not good at all.
It's not good. You can imagine why would people be jubilating that somebody died? Just what happened during Abacha death. And people like Tinubu are alive. They will never learn because this is what. Listen, okay. Look at, just consider Tinubu's age.
Your time has passed anyway. They just kindly summarize it.
Yeah, does it not think that, okay, I'm going to die at some point. So why do I need all this? Why the greed? What's the point?
That is the problem.
What is? Okocha, thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution and everything. No problem. I understand. Yeah. I understand your narrative.
Please, my last point, it is just a quick point. Please, all the listeners, all our fans, whoever that is coming out for the protest, please be as peaceful as possible. They've been able to, bribe the police. I can tell you for free. They've been able to. They've been able to recruit some courtists that they think they're going to use on DG. What's his name? DG, the PDP guy. DG. I've forgotten his surname now. He came on the national TV to say, okay, it's tit for tat. If any courtists attack you, defend yourself. End of. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So that was the same message that Pato Tommy was passing, that if anyone attacks you, you defend yourself. But that is going to lead to a lot of riots. So that is how we are trying to prevent it, to make everything to be peaceful. Let's have another caller. Good morning, sir. Are you there?
Hello, Okocha.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Please tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Oh, my name is Obi. I'm calling from the Netherlands.
All right, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome.
Talk to us.
Where am I going to start?
Start from anywhere. And you have 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, I've been following what is going on basically, and actually, what you've been saying, kind of like a bird feel about the whole issue. And basically, I believe that the protest should go on, and in spite of what they are saying, because I'm seeing from different camps, everybody is saying something or the other, trying to kind of like subdue the morale of the people who wanted to be part of it. And it's quite really unfortunate because the whole issue of that protest is just for the betterment of everybody there, every person. I could remember some couple of years back, I was back there in Nigeria. Actually, I went to the south and I'm kind of like hanging out with friends, and I kind of look what do you call it, the health situation of the people there, and also kind of the pollution, the environment, the air, what people breathe, even in Lagos itself. May God have mercy on all of us all. It's so crazy. And I'm kind of thinking, what will a country do just to bring back normality, just a common environment, so you can have a healthy environment, a healthy air to breathe. You know, the country is so bad. It's so bad. Something has to be done, and I don't believe that this protest alone will solve the issue. But it's more deeper rooted than, you know. And I just wish that it will go, and you know, there is something should be done to better the situation of the people there. You see, it's just amazed me. And secondly, again, about Ifeanyi Ubah's death, it's quite unfortunate. I don't know where to start, but the man is no good, basically. That's what I can say to you. It's no good. You know, with the issue of the East and the natural resources and everything, I mean, like he played the game. Understand? It's just quite unfortunate that he plays it wrongly. So he used others to play the game to get to where he is. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's just nothing. It's just dust anyway. And it's like when people are not crying for him or something like that, it doesn't mean that he's not a human. He is, of course, but it's more like the other darker side of himself, you know, that he just kind of like crossed over. And that's quite unfortunate. And it, you know, it shows you about humanity itself, you know. It's like, you know, you become reflection of yourself as a human. Now it's no more. It's like people can see, like, you know, you have just been free from a kind of demonic possession, if you believe on that. But anyway, thanks for your program. It's quite really educating, and I really do appreciate once in a while before I could hit my sack just to look at it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome.
So let's see if we can get back to some persons who have called. The issue is so pathetic anyway, but I believe that, and let's have a corner first before we go forward. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Oh, please tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, my name's Barrister Evans. I'm calling from Canada.
Okay, Barrister Evans, thanks for joining us. I believe. Okay. All right, so I believe you have been with us for.
I have been struggling to make it, but finally we are there.
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you once again.
Thank you.
Yes. I will have a few issues to comment about, but let me start with the death of Ubah.
Okay.
First of all, my condolences to
his family
and the loved ones and his political associates. You know, whenever somebody died, there must be comments.
Yeah.
There must be rantings.
Okay.
But my question is, can anybody, I'm not his associate.
Okay.
I don't know him in person.
Okay.
I have no reason to know him at all because the gap is too much, despite that he's a senator. But I do know that in Igbo land, we respect age. So the gap is there. But what I want to say about him is that can anybody, apart from the, you know, something that he had with a Madoka Koskaris, which I believe they did settle that
matter.
Which even Koskaris himself even made some statements on air.
Yeah.
In televisions, online, and so on, that the matter has been resolved. Apart from that, once again, I'm not his fan, and I'm not speaking for him, but I'm throwing this question so that anybody can chip in and say, this is actually what Ubah did to me when he was alive.
Okay.
So it's not that okay whenever somebody died because of, for one reason or the other, you began to condemn him.
Yeah.
Already, you you know the trajectory in the southeast, especially Imo State, Anambra.
Okay.
Of the criminality that have been going on there for the past 4 years. Or more. So, and the bold spirit that young man had, and coming out boldly to tackle all these miscreants that are answering one name or the other, this and that, killing people. You claim that you are fighting for the liberation of your people, at the same time killing them, killing traditional rulers. You saw how painfully the husband of late Torakumile was killed. Either he was targeted, or he was killed as a result of, misplaced of identity. It's what nobody has, unraveled up to today. So the boldness that young man was coming out in full force in collaboration with the police and the military, even vigilante in his area in the So anybody, I can tell you for free that any young man, any average young man from 40 years down that is condemning or jubilating the death of Oba has something in his cupboard, has a skeleton in his cupboard.
Yeah.
That's my take on
you know that like
and again,
okay.
You ask a question why some of them are dying overseas.
Yeah.
The answer is not far-fetched because the country is programmed in a way and run in a way that there won't be anything working. Let me give you a good example. Our beloved brother, one of our comrades,
okay,
Obedea Melafia, you know how he died in the National Hospital because there was no oxygen.
Who's supposed to put the oxygen?
That is the hospital management to tell you that all these things are things that are well programmed.
Very good. The hospital management. Who are supposed to fund the hospital management?
That is the government, the Ministry of Health.
Very good. That is number one. That is number one indictment to all politicians, including Oba. Go on, sir.
It's a Ministry of Health, federal government.
All right, sir.
That hospital is not run by Abuja Municipal. It's federal government.
Yeah.
Under Buhari. So, where are you going to start from? I can tell you the stories because I had the opportunity to tour Nigeria around when I was down there because of my career then.
Okay.
I can tell you, even this trend now, Buhari came to claim the glory and good luck of Jonathan. It was Abacha who started it, who imported the Tata train from India, but it was frustrated by Chanchanchi. Chanchanchi, who had more than 3,000 trailers on the road. I can tell you, I was a police officer anyway. I was in Kaduna and Abuja and some other areas in the south.
All right.
So I can tell you for free, Chanchanchi, Grimo Hamza, all of them, they worked against that train projects.
All right, sir.
That Abacha started.
Okay.
And that one was it. So they knows what they are doing.
All right. I have some questions for you when you are done.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Sure. Okay. Then the issue of a refinery already, that one is not far-fetched. If refineries are working, then all the people that are bringing, adulterated fuel and all whatnot, where will they work? Well, how will they eat? So the moment the refineries we have, including this Dangote, is given a British space, their business will be run down. That is that. Then again, this message goes to Hope Uzodinma pertaining to the protests. If there is nothing anybody will protest against, the process through which he emerged as a governor, what to be protested against, he was protesting for. the process through which he became governor, what protesting for.
All right, sir.
It was on air last year when election was held in Imo State.
Mm.
You know, the off-season election was held in Imo State. Yakubu Mahmoud, the INEC chairman, I was watching on NTA when he announced the 5 local governments in Imo State, where you have areas we can describe as the epic of violence.
Mm.
And Yakubu Mahmoud made it clear that none of his staff will be sent there to conduct election because of insecurity.
Okay.
A good example is of Kigwe local government.
What happened at the end?
Onimo also.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, what happened to them at the end?
Come again?
I said, what happened to them at the end?
Thank you. That is what I'm trying to say, that the process through which he emerged supposed to be protested against. If there is nothing anybody can protest, because I saw him on television saying that what are people protesting for? So the process through which he became governor recently and the 4 years ago. So what protesting against? One, these 5 local government I mentioned here. INEC chairman told you nobody will be sent there to conduct election. Do you know that elections results were manufactured in those areas? And the same
that will be the part of question I'm going to ask you, sir. Now, because of time, let me ask you those questions so that you can respond.
Yes.
Now, from the Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State, from the Commissioner of Police in Kaduna State, and from the Commissioner of Police in Benue State, they made a public statement to the United Nations that politicians are sponsoring most of the insurgents and insecurity from across Nigeria. They arrested the House of Assembly member in Katsina State. They arrested a local government chairman. They arrested one of the youth leaders, and this has been going on in holistic form from across the country. Now, the question I'm asking is, number one, many people talk about the insecurity in the Southeast. Sir, up to now, I am unable to know whether the people they said they are responsible for the insecurity in the Southeast are really responsible. They might be part of the things they are pushing. But from what Commissioner of Police told us,
yes,
and from the politician, imagine the House of Assembly member being arrested because he was collecting money they are using for ransom for bandits in this country. So that made us to think that politicians are the ones sponsoring insecurity, number one. And secondly, you just made mention of there is a place that there is insecurity in Imo State, and result was manufactured from there. In other words, the insecurity was sponsored for that cause. Now, in Zamfara State, there is no airport in Zamfara State. But Zamfara State is the only state that don't have airport, but folk land in Zamfara every week. They will go to the bush and carry our gold. And this community where this gold are being taken from, the bandits have chased away the community, the ancestral owners. So from all angles, I refuse to accept that people who are even making noise on social media are the ones sponsoring the insecurity. No. Politicians knows everything about the insecurity. According to Abacha, every insecurity that lasted more than 24 hours has the government undertone. I don't want to accept that other people, like when I was listening to one, it's from Austria, yes, a journalist from Austria. He said Nigerian government is so unfortunate for them to be able to speak that people from outside the country are responsible for this security inside your country, meaning you are a failed state, meaning you are not supposed to call the country. Yes, people from outside the country, they could try, but when you have a security in your country, you don't blame others. So what I'm trying to say is that with indictment in the hands of politicians, I refuse to accept that other people are sponsoring security, but I'm not saying they are not. I'm not saying they are, because I don't have a full evidence. Despite people will tell you, we'll burn down here, we'll burn down here. But at the end, do you know what they covered in Abia the other day? who covered that. When they call some people, they say the IPOB men with IPOB uniform. At the end, those people confess that the governor sent them. Until today, we don't see the case again. So we have enough evidence to ask questions about all these things. Now, after I posted Ifeanyi Ubah's, I'm not from Southeast, I'm not from the Southeast. So after posting Ifeanyi Ubah news of death, I was seeing congratulations. Thank God I'm going to dream game. So I started making more investigation because I'm like someone who was floating on the water. So when I started making investigation, I started seeing like, oh, first of all, he asked former governor of Ebonyi to prescribe IPOB, even when IPOB was blowing whistle, they were not violent. After prescribing IPOB, he uses his plane and they say he connived with Atari the Kubo to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, and he used his plane to bring him back. So these are what people are telling me. I'm just giving you information. No, I'm not from the Southeast, you understand? Because you asked a question. That is why I'm giving you information. So after they must have told me all these things, I said, well, maybe that is why those people are against him.
Okay.
You have the mic.
Do I have time to respond to them?
You can do it in brief. You have at least you have the right to respond, sir.
Okay, my good brother, remember bless for the opportunity once again.
Thank you, sir.
As somebody who has a little knowledge, I will just say little. I don't know everything. As somebody who had the knowledge of security, at least I was trained by Scotland Yard in 1992.
Okay.
Nigerian police sent a few of us down there under the command of one young man from Southeast, South.
Okay.
Kanu Achibong, when he was DIG, FIP, Tanselem House, Lagos, Obalande. So, what I'm trying to say here is, you have dimensional security challenges.
Yes, yes.
The kind of insecurity you have in the north, is different from the one you have in the southeast.
Okay.
It's different from the one going on in the south.
Okay.
The one in the southeast, if I say it, my ship in the sea will not sink. Okay. Neither any of my car will burst fires.
Okay.
I can tell you for free, whether anybody likes it or not, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
This insecurity in the southeast is propelled by the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, which is sponsored by no politician.
Okay.
Let anybody come out and tell me all the criminals they have arrested. They even mention some of us living abroad as the ones sponsoring them.
Okay.
You know, but in the north, that is where it has become, because the ones in the southeast have a genuine cause.
Okay.
They have a particular thing they are fighting for,
that is
which
right.
They have made it clear.
That is
either
right.
Biafra or release of Nnamdi Kanu. They are clear on it.
That is right.
They have never missed any words.
That is right.
But in the north, the insecurity there has become a means of survival. Banditry, kidnapping has become a professional registered business under CAC.
Okay.
Why did I say so? Up to today, I challenge anybody, and I have been saying it on Twitter, any media where I find myself. The bandits have come out openly to make it clear that Buhari brought them into the country to fight for him if he loses election in 2015. And up to today, nobody,
I'm aware about
whether
that.
he feels too big or not, he has never responded to it. And the only country that wants to move forward would have invited, asked him question. At least since he came out of, he came down from power. Should have asked him, all this while we have been hearing about this, all these journalists, celebrity journalists, go and interview him so that the people will hear his own version of story. That these people have been laying accusation on you, that you brought them into Nigeria to fight for you in case he loses election in 2015. Is it true or not? So that you will hear from him. But nobody have deemed it necessary, So the other day in the House, when they were trying to, in the Senate, when they were trying to introduce anti-open grazing bill, one of them, I can describe as a failed governor.
All right.
Came out to say, oh, banditry is as a result of neglect, this and that. But the same bandits are accusing your brother Buhari that they brought him. And when you were governor, you didn't do much to alleviate their poverty, their sufferings.
It's all right, sir.
Let me give you another example. Ganduje made it clear that he has built a ranch that can accommodate anything called a header. Anyone called a header.
We are aware of that.
But they don't want to use it. Katsina State under Buhari had a allocation of 6.4 billion for ranching. Up to today, nobody is interested to know whether the ranch was built or not. They are trying to come down to the southeast and south to occupy land free of charge and so on. So when you look at the insecurity, all of them have a dimensional undertone. So what is prevailing in the southeast is quite different.
It's all right, sir.
And again, too, I have never blamed the whole Uzodinma on the way high-handedness he used, because we saw what was going on there, where somebody will be beheaded, and they use people's head, human head, to play football in the street.
But police,
even though that one might be related to cultism,
yeah,
but
sir,
they are all classified as criminality.
Yes, but police accused the Uzodinma's government of killing some persons, and they swept it in under the carpet.
Let me explain to you.
Was police wrong?
Let me explain to you. There is one problem why I left Nigeria police.
Okay.
If I had been there, at least I would have been among them two or at least from the fifth up in hierarchy.
Okay.
But when the criminality and corruption there becomes a source of worry.
Okay.
The last thing I will do is to defend the police. I have been in enmity with them till tomorrow.
Okay. So what could that translate to?
When I was with them.
What could that translate to? That they said that look at what the governor sponsored his boys to do.
Who said that?
The Nigerian police. The record, they swept it under the carpet.
Again too, the same police. The same police refused to arrest one Chinasa, a cousin to Hope Uzodinma, who went and burned the family house of Okocha. Even though I blame Okocha, a sound, very brilliant young lawyer who knows what to do. Because the law empowers you that if your domestic government, your home government, you refuse to do the needful, you approach international court. And that is why we are here.
International. Sir, sir, we have more than 200 cases in international court. I believe you know more about international politics, about Nigeria. All those things is not going to work, sir. It's not going to work.
Brother,
I'm trying to tell you.
There are things I don't need to say online here.
Okay.
We have a prosecutor there now. He is our person.
Okay.
Who is ready to do more? Our people are not serious. Let me give you one information here that will shock you. I single-handedly, in 2019, when soldiers massacred 5 policemen who went to carry out their lawful duties in Taraba, in Taraba State. Abacha, was trying to play a game with it. I took that matter single-handedly, which nobody has ever done. You don't understand that ICJ is not a community court.
Okay, the last question.
It deals with the countries.
All right, sir.
But I succeeded.
Okay, sir. Because
by the help of a Senegalese prosecutor there.
Okay, because of time.
Who scared that matter?
All right, because of time.
But because of time anyway. But unfortunately, police on their own side refuse to come up for a matter that I have given a green light already.
Okay.
The green light is there. The case has been accepted.
Okay.
And I wanted the prosecutor to handle the matter.
All right, sir.
But to Nigerian police.
Okay, sir. All right.
Play their game.
No problem, sir. Then
and leave the families of those slain policemen in abject agony.
All right, sir. The last question I want to ask you, sir, please, I just want yes or no. Ifeanyi Ubah, the native Ifeanyi Ubah now, he acknowledged that he uses his friend's plane to repatriate or to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Is that right? Yes or no?
It's not true completely.
No, I have the video, sir. I have the video, sir.
Is there any, my brother, just forget about it.
No problem.
Is there any prominent Igbo man? Let me be specific. Okay. They have not accused of repatriating Nnamdi Kanu. Even this Ifeanyi, who died a few days ago, has been accused of bringing Nnamdi Kanu back.
All right, so, sir.
Brother, forget about them.
No problem. That will. Yeah, like that would be a tough for.
They can do anything.
Yeah, that would be a tough for another day. Maybe another day I will talk about why they are accusing so many people like that. The journey Nnamdi Kanu went there. Igbo leaders, they call for amnesty. They want to discuss amnesty within Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, and he was kidnapped there. So that was why they were blaming none of them. So that is a tough for another day. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your time.
I hope to have another opportunity.
You will, sir. Thank you so much. All right.
Remember less.
Hello, good morning, sir. That was a long call. So pardon me, everyone. I was giving short minutes, but that was a long conversation. Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning, Okocha.
Yeah, your name and where you are calling from, sir. Fine.
Yeah, my name is Tony. Yeah, this one that just left now, I want to remind him something. This Ohaneze seat is still there. I believe he will want to be one of the head of it. Let him go and sit in that seat and meet his own untimely death.
No, sir. Don't.
No, how can you say no? So why did he say not? Ask you not to listen to what you want to play for him about Ifeanyi Ubah. He asked you to leave that. For what? Why are you leaving it?
Yeah, I have the video anyway.
So why did he say that you should not play it? So you see, in some of these elderly men in Igbo land, is becoming something else. Honestly, the youth of the Igbos are not happy with some of these men that think. Immediately I heard that he's a policeman. That was when I said, oh, no wonder. Yeah, because all these people, they have nothing to offer. How can you be sitting there and telling me that Ifeanyi Ubah did not do anything in terms of Nnamdi? He's not the one that is everywhere.
That is his opinion. His opinion might not be right. You understand?
This is okay. He's an elderly man, like you said, and you want me to respect this type of man in the land? How come?
You might not agree with his word, but you will still respect him now. You understand? Like me, even though I don't agree with someone's words, I will still respect you now.
Okay. This is not. You want to give him a concrete evidence, and he ran away. He denied. He don't want to listen.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But this is the problem we're having in Igbo land. They will ask you to calm down and do this. They keep on killing you. Or unless they sit his back and let him go and sit there and meet others where they went. This is the only message I have for him. Other people are coming for him as well. If they're calling, okay,
there is a book that I'm writing, Interrupted Peaceful Region. So what made me to start writing the book is because when I was growing up, Southeast was the most peaceful region in Nigeria. People used to come to Southeast when they have trouble from another regions. So what led to the crisis in the Southeast, that is the reason why I am writing the book, The Peaceful Interrupted Region. So the story is all about how everything started, how IPOB even started. The only thing they do is that they've no whistle while moving on the road. They don't even carry stick. I'm aware before the Python dance started happening, for you to carry gun, send soldiers against people who are just protesting, they are not even carrying stick. They must look for a way to defend themselves. I have the videos where they were pushing them into mud water, they call poto. And so all those things are the provocation that led to, retribution and self-defense that has led to all these things you are seeing in the Southeast. I believe that the government provoked people from the Southeast that led to all this insecurity. So very soon I will publish the book. I believe that will also address so many things that people are not aware of. So that is it. So let's have another corner. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Emmanuel Ochik say respect someone who is denying the fact evidence. No, respect is different from agreeing with someone's opinion. You understand? Like there is an adage that normally says that it takes an educated mind to entertain a thought without accepting it. So you can accept someone, you can entertain someone's idea without upsetting it. Let's have another caller. Good morning, sir. Please, you can off your YouTube over there so that we can hear you better. Good morning, sir.
Okocha.
Yeah, welcome back.
Okay.
What happened before? I thought you called before.
Yeah, I've been calling, but
okay. Welcome, sir. Tell us your name, sir.
This is my first calling.
Okay.
My name is Chika.
Okay, from where, sir?
I'm calling from Kenya.
Wow, how is Kenya?
Kenya is fine.
Are you sure Kenya is fine? How is the atmosphere in Kenya?
my brother, Kenya is fine.
Okay.
Kenya is fine.
Okay, because the government fears the people. Now, I used to tell people that when the government fears the people, there is liberty, there is freedom. But when the people fears the government, there is tyranny. So talk to us.
I don't even know where to start there.
Start from anywhere, because you have 5 minutes, sir.
I have been following your program.
Okay, thanks for your support.
Even though that I think it's last month that I started seeing you on YouTube.
Okay, I hope you have subscribed to this channel.
I have not, but I will do that. The subscription is by liking, right?
No, by subscribing. That you see where they say subscribe, you subscribe.
Okay. Yeah. After call, I will check it.
All right.
The program, the people I like to watch their program is Isi Mayegun, Isi Dr. Damages, although they do their program only on Saturday and Sunday live.
Yeah, but Mayegun is doing a great job, and he's doing almost every day. Mayegun is doing a great job.
His own every day. Yeah, good.
All right, go straight to the point. Talk to us, sir. Are you there? Hello? We can't hear you again.
Yeah. I'm hearing you.
All right, talk to us, sir, because of time.
But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. My brother, what I want to tell you now is that you see Nigeria. Okay. Nigeria can never be fun. Can never be good again.
Why do you say so?
The reason why I say this is because when I was growing up, when I was little,
okay,
in my street I was born and brought up in Enugu State.
Okay.
I saw traffic lights. I saw pay phone booth.
Okay.
The roads were good. Okay. That time they don't take lights at all.
Okay.
You know, as I grew up and I am old and things were
getting bad. Worse. Okay.
Very, very bad, just like before. Okay. I was growing up.
Is that your reason why you say Nigeria will not get better again?
No, then by now that we are grown up, you can see how things are messed up. Everything. We are not one people. The reason why Nigeria can never be good is we are not one people.
Okay.
Then, if an Hausa man say a Yoruba man will say B, an Igbo man will say C. We are not working together at all. And if you see the way they restructure that country, it's affecting Igbo people so bad. So bad. It's affecting Igbo people.
That is right.
So, yeah. Then, and if you see how the tribalism, the North, does all the time in Nigeria, whenever they are clergy or anybody from the North can come out and say anything you want to say, you know, against any other tribes, nobody will touch him. The same thing goes to Yoruba. But once an Igbo man opens his mouth and says something, they will arrest the person.
We are aware of all these things.
Okay, good. You see this issue of what is it? Insecurity in Southeast. My brother, if you live in Southeast, my brother, every checkpoint in the town, in the city of Southeast is very peaceful. Let me use Enugu as an example.
Okay.
But every road in Enugu state, there is checkpoints.
Okay.
What are they doing there? Nothing. Once you stop and bring out money and give them, they leave you to go. They don't even care whether you carry gun or you carry any this thing in your car. You understand? So that one apart, the only thing that will save Nigeria is break up. Everybody should go their own way. Because we are not one. We don't speak the same language. We don't understand each other. We are different religion. Then, about this protest you people are about to embark on, I pray, I just pray you people will have the mind to do that protest. Let it, as in, hit the government for them to change. But I am afraid. I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
Reason. Here in Kenya, do you know why the reason why their protest was heard all over the world?
No.
In Kenya, they speak one language. Even though in Nigeria, the way they have Imo State, Ogun State, this person is from this place, that is the way they have tribes here in Kenya. They have Luos, they have Kikuyu, they have Kambas, they have, but they speak one language, which is Kiswahili. That is why their protest was able to, work well. Because if I tell you come, you know that I'm telling you come. It's not like Nigeria. If you tell me come, Hausa person who don't even know what I'm talking about.
So is that why you said it's not going to work?
No, I am not. I said I pray it will work.
It's not on about prayer now. It's all about our doings.
Determinations.
Yeah.
My brother, we are here in Kenya watching their protests on TV. My brother, the police will be shooting tear gas, doing this water something to them. They will fall and stand up and
they learn from Nigerians.
They will be going towards police people.
Yeah.
You see their women confronting police people.
Yeah.
They don't touch them, but they will stand in front of them and be telling them, government are bad. We are doing this for our future. You understand?
That is it. I believe Nigerians can do it better because all the whole protests from Africa, they learn from Nigeria.
Yeah, maybe they might learn from Nigeria.
You see, Nigeria is the only country who were able to protest against military regime and overcame.
Yes.
So we have history of that struggle, and it's about to happen again.
We Nigerians, we love our life too much.
No, you are talking. No, you are talking in the place of yourself. Don't talk for others. You can't talk for me.
Nobody wants to die, my brother.
Nobody wants to die. That is the truth. But there is different. Nobody's preparing for death. We are preparing for protest. You understand?
Yeah, Okocha, let me don't be angry.
No, I'm not angry. I'm not.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
I ask you, where are you from?
I'm from Idumesa, Delta State.
Okay, Delta State.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you for example. If Delta State, if they speak, they are speaking one language. Let's, for example, okay, let me forget about it. Let me use Yoruba as an example.
Yeah, I know your question already anyway, but ask.
Yoruba speak one language. There are six states. They speak one central language.
Yeah.
My brother, if Yoruba is a country of its own, and their government is very bad. My brother, if they determine, just like the way you people are planning for this protest, I see the determination, I see the zeal, I see the togetherness.
Okay.
But my fear is, can they withstand it? If you speak one language, even if police are shooting tear gas and people want to, then another person will command. Nobody should run. Let's go and fight these people. You will see them, they will stop. But you see what happened in NSAS. Yoruba refused to join the protest.
No, don't say so. Don't say so. Don't say so.
Sorry, not Yoruba,
Okay.
Hausa people.
Okay.
They refused to join the protest.
You know why?
It's only Yoruba and Igbos.
You know why?
And after the protest, they target Igbos.
Do you know why they do not join? You know, like me, I don't talk out of emotion.
I know why.
Why?
I know why.
Because SARS has never intimidated an Hausa man. You see, soldier, military, calm down now. No, never. Even when Tinubu is the president, even when Goodluck was the president, you can't intimidate an Hausa man. Even though you are a soldier, you can't intimidate them. Because SARS was not disturbing them. It is important we get facts from everything that up to tomorrow. You can never see a policeman intimidating Hausa person in the north. They're not born the police well. Yes, so that is, we must get the fact correct. Now, we are protesting for bad government. The hunger is starting from the north. And that is why you see they are the one taking it serious now. So I believe that.
Why are they targeting it?
My brother, you see, I am very objective. I don't talk out of emotion. It was two Igbo politicians that first says that Igbos are not protesting, that the protest is from the north. They are the deputy speaker. Calm down now. They are the deputy speaker and Hope Uzodema. I have the videos. They said so. So the one that Imam said, everybody is saying that they said it's Igbo, it's Igbo. One Yoruba man see talk, they say it's Igbo, it's Igbo. The one Hope Uzodema talk, Hausa people is not saying they say it's Hausa people. You understand? So let's keep emotion aside. People are.
This is not about the emotion. Okay. These people you're talking about, Igbo people say that they will not join the protest.
Okay. So they said they will not. They said they will not join the protest. Very good. They said they will not join. And the major people who are preparing for this protest are the north.
Exactly.
So there is.
And which is the truth? If my brother, if I come out now and say the northern part are the one preparing for the protest, we Igbos, we are not joining. I said the truth.
Of course, and that is what Hope Uzodema and Deputy Speaker said. That is why I'm telling you that don't talk. You said what?
I am asking, what did you oppose? I didn't hear what you oppose said.
I have the video and it's on the internet because our people.
Just tell me, what did he say?
I want to tell you, just calm down. Because our people, we like to, secondate something to prove a point. Hope Uzodema said that Igbos don't have reason to protest. that Igbos are not protesting. The people who want to protest are people who are hungry from the north. The Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, made the same statement. We are not secundating those ones. The one imam that Tinubu has bribed said is the one people are secundating. And the other Yoruba hungry man that made that statement that said that it was Igbo, whether the person was just doing prank, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that whether we believe it or not, before we begin to talk about tribe, I want us to know that we have only two tribes, only two culture, and only two religion. That is the oppressed and the oppressors. And the oppressed and the oppressors are in the southeast, they're in the south-south, they're in the southwest, they are in the north.
They are everywhere.
They are everywhere. So what I'm trying to say is that until we realize that we are the victims, we are the oppressed, we join hands together and fight for this freedom. Then after getting freedom, before we begin to talk about all this, as far as I'm concerned now, our target is freedom, because when the government fears the people, there is liberty. But when the people fears the government, there is tyranny. So thank you, my brother. Thank you for your...
Please, can I ask you for a favor?
All right, you can ask me.
Please, is it possible you played that, you said you have video of Ifeanyi Ubah Is this thing taking in Nnamdi Kanu? Is it possible?
I didn't say taking in Nnamdi Kanu. I didn't say taking in Nnamdi Kanu, I beg.
Okay, what?
Where he said his friend, he uses his friend plane, that it was his friend plane. He was denying the fact that it was not his plane. He was saying it is his friend. His friend plane. Yeah. Yes, they used to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. So he was denying the fact that, no, it's not my plane. No, people were saying it's my plane. No. Then they were asking him, who owns the plane? He said it's my friend's own. So that is it.
Is it possible you play the video? Let's see.
No, I'm using StreamYard. I have to download it first before I can play it. So
please,
next, definitely next broadcast. So that will make you to come next broadcast, right?
I watch you every day. I watch you every day.
All right, good of you. Because of you, I will bring it. I will bring that video because of you. Thank you.
Even after this live now, there is a way you break your YouTube this thing down.
Yeah.
There's a way like you put like 15 minutes. You know.
You are
say
right.
This person says so thing.
You are right.
I watch all of them. I watch all of them.
All right. Thank you, sir. Or maybe you can still write me message privately, and I will send the video to you, because someone gave me an advice today. He said that enough of this video because the dead has already passed on. So maybe I can still make the video public because the video is in the public domain. Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right, I will send you a message now.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Let's have another contact. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah. Mommy, you can off your YouTube there so that we can hear you better here.
Yeah,
all right. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, please kindly.
Good morning.
It's morning over here. Kindly tell our viewers where you are calling from and your name, ma'am.
Yeah, this is Mama H calling from US.
All right, ma. The almighty Mama H. Talk to us, ma.
Well, he said that instead of us to ask questions and begin to reflect on our life over the recent death of two prominent Igbo people, we are just making it look like he has done this, he has done that. I'm not supporting what
they have done.
They've done, but the question is this. If we meet our last graduate, what will they say about us? Because from every indication, it is like we only speak out when the people are dead. Why can't we speak out when they are alive? We don't. Why can't we speak out when they are alive? Why is it that when they can't hear us,
that's a good question.
And speak out? It doesn't make sense, and we doesn't learn anything from it.
Having said that, when people begin to talk about this protest, we won't join, we will not do this. I'm glad one thing is settled. Nobody is buying bread cheaper. And nobody is buying Gary cheaper. You may not be affected directly with the inflation because you have money. But what about your village people? What about your neighbors? It doesn't concern you. But when they go on rampage or kidnapping, they don't know who is who. So when we are saying things, we don't say because it is me. We say because anything that affects that person affects whether directly or indirectly. When we begin to defeat ourselves, even before it won't work. And here we are looking for a new Nigeria. We are looking for to break out. Is breaking out of a country like breaking bread?
It's not breaking bread though. This one is not communion.
We want to break out. How do you want to break out? By breaking it, by just entering. If it is so, everybody would have break out by now.
Yeah.
So when are we going to move for one? When some people say in Kenya they speak one language. Okay, let's say in Nigeria today they now say let's pick one language to speak. Which one would are we going to pick? Because when the Hausa and the Yorubas and the Igbo talk, they just talk as if they are the only tribe in Nigeria, and the other one doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
And so I just say, can these three people, this group of tribe, can they just pack their load and leave?
The Edos are there, the Tiv, the Ibibios, the Urobos.
I'm from Morocco, but then I look at us because in as much I realize one thing, that I did not choose the tribe to come into this world. I cannot blame myself for the tribe I come from. But there is one thing that is common between all of us. We are all human beings. And none of us will even decide the day we are going to go home. Look at Uba. Did he not go to London for treatment? For medical checkup? Did he check up and come back home? So that means it can happen at any time. Like I used to say in platform, we can never change anything that happened to the Igbos in the past or any other tribe in the past. But one thing we can all change, we can change the future.
Yes, sir.
We can change the future not just for me or you, but for these younger children and your born generation. For how long are we going to encourage this anger that is leading us nowhere? As far as this protest is concerned, I welcome the Doughty Thomas. Those who are waiting at the edge, that when it happens, before I will know. Except one cannot pick your people from home. Except you are not waking up. Because most of the people that are saying this, they are not in Nigeria. They are not there. They are not there. Why should we be here enjoying what we didn't full labor for? The freedom, the everything. We didn't come here to fight it. And yet, we are not ready to fight for our own. So those who they have deceived through the religious cycle, they will say we are praying. How can a man or a pastor who are collecting envelope, brown envelope, Ghana must go, will come and be telling us things that, are they saying those things for free? Why should we listen to people who are not saying things for free? Instead of Tinubu to humble himself and talk to the real Nigeria who are calling for protest, is calling the leaders, the Igwes and the Obas. So did they tell him the truth when they were there? Did they not see those 15 demands of the youth? Did they present it to him? You say, well, at least start with some, begin to some now overnight. You say subsidy is gone. So if you can do subsidy is gone, we put us for this wahala. You can say subsidy is back and reduce the fuel price. Did they do that?
No.
They came back and they are preaching another story. Not before now, they say people don't they eat grass, family are eating grass, so they don't become animal. You know what? It is now or never. Like I will say, all buy not buy. Upon all President Obama money, she never go. So these people, they don't have your interest. They don't have my interest. They are not even thinking. See, me and you, they talk or protest. They are thinking of another election. When they know that for 1 year they achieve nothing, they spend millions to bribe themselves to pass, to tell you that go to old national item. Then old national item, they cause the problem in Nigeria. Now we have gone to old national item. Hunger never come up for streets. Nigeria Gen Z. Nigeria millennial. You see, these people, they have already eaten their future. They are eating your future. And they are even eating your children's future. Because all the loan that they are borrowing, are they going to pay before they die? No. So therefore, if you do not want your future to be eaten more than this, stop it.
All right, now.
And stop it now. Good night.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you so much for your wonderful analysis. Thank you so much. All right, now. So let's have another caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from, sir?
I'm calling from the US.
Thanks for joining us. Talk to us.
Yeah, so concerning the plan protest, I think by now the government knows that it is something that they cannot stop.
No going back.
It's not going back. They have done, in fact, what the reaction the government have made to stop this protest actually going to make this protest worse.
Yeah. He instigated a lot of people to even put more pressure on the protest.
Yes, they started bribing, spending millions, starting from the religious leaders, bribing with 16 million, pastors, even going to the extent of using can, bringing out we never even know that there's youth wing of can. He said it's youth wing of can, coming on television and speaking rubbish. Going to a head meeting to Polo to come and speak. In fact, the money that they have spent to lobby, to bribe people, if they have used that money, it would have been able to solve one of the problems that was listed for them. Renting this one is going to make it worse. The protest is going to happen, whether they like it or not. And I understand that they are deploying the military, and I understand that the intention before the first, the military with armored tanks will be on the streets on every strategic locations on the main cities of Nigeria. My take. My advice to them is this: it's going to be it's going to boomerang on them. It's going to be a big disadvantage on them, because at the end of the day, when millions of Nigerians hit the streets, those armored tanks, those military in those armored tanks are going to be forced. They are going to have two choices. One, either to drop their guns and run, or to join the civilians.
But the armored tanks are not coming out to stop you.
See, you know, I want us to be realistic, right? Let's be realistic. Okay. We know this is Africa. We know this is Nigeria.
Okay.
But I'm telling them, it's going to be two choices.
Okay.
Just two, and they will take one decision, and I believe they will take the right decision. It's either they will drop their guns and they will run, or they will join the protesters. And have you not seen those pictures and videos before, where the youth will be, the protesters will be on top of armored tanks, and the military will be driving the armored tanks, and they will be celebrating? That is what's going to happen. So, and it's going to be to the disadvantage of the government if that happens. Okay. Because that is what's going to happen. So for them, for a civilian administration to be deploying military to the street, when you have the police has not been overwhelmed. Nothing has happened, nothing. And you are deployed, because right now, I already understand that there are military setting up checkpoints in Abuja. I saw a video of a long queue in Abuja this night, because military have set up checkpoints on Kaduna-Abuja road. When you are entering Abuja. It is going to boomerang. It is going to boomerang. This is not a military regime. Even a military regime, you can protest. Not to talk of a civilian regime, you are deployed in military. The military are going to join the people, because the military are going to the same market the people are going to. The military children are going to the same school that the ordinary people are going to. The military are suffering as well. The military will be forced to join. And when that happens, it's going to be disastrous for the political elites. We still have time now to do the right thing. Do not bring the military to the streets. This is a civilian regime. This is the duty of the police. If you bring the military to the streets, it's going to be bad for the government. And I'm using this opportunity to tell the Nigerians, the oppressed Nigerians, who have been suffering, who have endured this hardship under this evil administration and evil party. They should come out in millions. What we need is just numbers. Don't bring weapons, don't bring anything. Come out in millions, just the numbers. And I will see the security force that will stop the people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for condemning. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see if we can have some calls before we call it a day. Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Brother, how you doing?
Fine.
Sorry, I don't know. I think I joined late. But I was just listening to the woman that just called. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Please tell the callers your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, this is Ben calling from USA.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Okay, right on.
I think I overheard one side where they say, "Oh, the people in diaspora are the ones sponsoring this protest," right? Something like that. I don't know if I'm right.
It says some of the people, not all anyway. Some of the people in diaspora are demoralizing people who want to protest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, well, it's good I said that so you can get me straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will contribute to that. We are not the people in diaspora. Well, I will speak for myself, though. All right. This is my own opinion. I am not. As a matter of fact, I'm encouraging Nigerians to stand up, stand for their right. You understand? Don't feel biased when people say, "Oh, they will not join the protest," not because they don't like to join the protest. All right, it's just because of the past experience. So they are trying to they're trying to be careful. All right. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, Igbos will join the protest. Some will join the protest by sitting at home. All right. And you know one thing about the protest. From the way I see this protest, it's a peaceful protest. All right. And we've been praying and conversing for peaceful protest. Are you there?
Yeah.
But as usual, it's never peaceful because it's either it will come from the military or it will come from the police.
Okay.
All right. And when you provoke the people, what do you expect them? Now, based on the last experience, if I'm protesting and shouting and showing my anger, but I'm not destroying anything, and you shoot tear gas on me, tear gas alone, that's enough to trigger me. You understand? Shooting tear gas on the protesters, is it healthy?
No.
No. What about the ones that are asthmatic? What if they die in the process and you just shoot the tear gas and you don't know the level of damage you've caused? All right? See why people come out and become violent.
Yeah.
And that is why we are doing this awareness, so that the police will understand that these are the things that can actually trigger the masses to go into protecting themselves, defending themselves. Do not try to be professional. People have the right to protect and demand for their right to live. This government, they have destroyed our future. Tinubu does not have any plans of fixing Nigeria. And why do I say so? If Tinubu has plans of fixing Nigeria, do you know how long they'll be talking about this protest? All right? Some of the things that they have demanded, Tinubu would have started implementing some of them immediately to show that he doesn't want this protest.
Yeah.
They have demanded for Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. No, as if he does not have the power as a president to release Nnamdi Kanu. When it comes to releasing Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu does not have, he becomes powerless. When it comes to dropping the price of fuel, he becomes powerless. He's no more the president. But when it comes to demanding for billions and trillions, he has the power. He commands the House to approve, and they approve. And that big head will approve it. You understand? So it's like Nigerians will understand that, look, these people does not have any good plans for us. They are just there to steal and embezzle everything that can make you a better person in Nigeria or as a human. Forget the fact that the Igbos are saying they will not join. Please, don't let your spirit go down. As a matter of fact, the Igbos are saying that when they see the true and genuineness of this protest, nobody will tell the Igbos to join because everybody's hungry. The ones in abroad have relatives that are going through the same thing that you're going through. They are saying it because we want to know how genuine. Already we are saying we are not going to join the protest. But some people, some imams are already tagging it. That's why we are saying we are not joining. They are tagging it on us. But I want to tell you something. All right? The Imo State governor does not speak for the entire Igbo.
Yeah.
He speaks for himself.
Yeah, same with...
Because even in the real sense, if this protest goes on worldwide, nationwide, it will still affect him because he has done nothing.
Yeah.
It's not bring transformation in our own land. If we decide to say, like, oh, let every governor, every commissioner, senators resign, he should be part of it because on his own watch, we have insecurity in Southeast. In his own watch, he led the army to come in and destroy our land in the name of fighting insurgents. What insurgents? We had Jonathan. During Jonathan time, that was ipob. They were canvassing for Biafra. But it wasn't as bad. Everybody was still going after their business. Jonathan never sent the military to come and kill everybody. Under his watch, he started inviting the military to come, take over everywhere. Shoot. I will teach you a lesson. I will do this like you're teaching the same people you want to govern. Do you know how many relatives you've killed, you've murdered, due to your orders? So, what I'm telling every Nigerian to understand that, please, we are one. We are fulfill your pain. When that woman was talking, I listened to her, and it touched me somehow. We are talking about humanity. All right? Yeah. We are talking about humanity. We're not talking about Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. The Chibok girls they kidnapped, are they not human beings? Are they Igbos? They're not Igbos. We feel their pain. But don't take the fact that they say, oh, Igbos will not join. Judge every Igbo. Don't take the fact that they say, oh, Igbos will not join. One man or two persons say that. You tag the entire Igbo. No, we are saying we will not join because we want to know how genuine the protest will look. We don't want them to start the protest halfway. The Igbo will join and everybody will die and it becomes the Igbo's problem. During the war, they did the same thing. I grew up to know that they tagged the coup. They tagged it on Igbos. And meanwhile, that coup they did the coup. It was every different parts of the region that did that coup. But the Igbos became the one paying for it. So stories like that, you want to be careful. You understand? Yeah. You want to be careful. But be honest, the bread that is expensive everywhere.
Yeah.
The fuel that is expensive in north, south, west, and east, everywhere. So why would the Igbo protest? They will. But we are not asking the Yorubas to come to southeast to protest. That is why when I tell them that the Igbos will protest, relax. They will protest in different ways. Listen, everybody has different ways of protesting. It's not only when you're violent, that means you're protesting. Like I said, it's not everybody the ones that will come out to say, hey, we want to defend, we want to do this. There are people that does not have the same energy.
Yeah.
If you decide not to go to work, you're protesting. That's called civil disobedience. You understand? Yeah. So let's be wise. Let's be wise. That's what I have to tell everybody. And just to summarize everything, please, my people, stand strong, stand tall. This is the only opportunity you have to change your own future. Don't let them. The military, everybody will bow to pressure when they see your seriousness. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a nice day, sir.
Yeah, you too.
All right, we are coming to the end of the program, but let me attend to this question from Emmanuel Ochieke. It's a question: why does the protest have an end date? What stops the government from just waiting the protest out, since the government already know when the protest will be over? No, that is not the truth, because what we are saying is that the protest is not just ending on 10th as they allege, because the point is this: when the demand is met, the protest will be over. A lot of people are just judging, talking from information they are hearing. Let the protest starts. You will know the next thing. So that is it. Then there was another question asking, why do they put the date for the protest to start? It takes a professional protest organizer to fix the date for protest. Now, the reason why police will start, shooting or throwing tear gas at people is because police feel that you need to tell them that you want to protest so that they will come and guide you. And that is the reason why they are not telling police, this is your duty. If there is any crisis, we'll hold police accountable, hold the DSS accountable, hold the military accountable. So that is the situation about that. Not because we just fix an end date, or we fix the date to start because we want to inform the government that no, that is not the situation. So thank you everyone for joining tonight's broadcast. I really appreciate you for your time, for your efforts, sacrifices. I think some persons are supposed to be sleeping now, but they are awake, and some persons are supposed to be working, but they are still listening. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I don't take you for granted. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly do. That is a way to support me, and also share this broadcast to your friends. I really appreciate that, and we can call it a day. Have a nice day, and see you tomorrow night.